Welcome, everyone. Okay. I think our adjustments are where we want them for now. This is just going to be brief, general. Okay. We're good now. See? Yes. We in here. All right, y'all. So I got y'all over here on YouTube. And I have you all over here on IG. Welcome, loves. Welcome. Just go ahead and start taking your deep breaths. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4. Because we about to get into it respectfully. But here we are. So everything is flowing as it should in this moment. Whatever is in this moment is what is. Okay? We know that, right? Whatever is in this moment is what is. Okay? So 7:49. We are going to do a general collective energy update for those of you who are interested in your own personal mini spread 2, 3, 4 on a timer. That is also an option for you at this moment. So we are going to see what source has to say. What's being brought to your awareness right now. It may have been brought to your awareness throughout the day. These messages right now will help you in the areas that they are designed to help you. Okay. So I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mother Universe, divine, infinite, creator, all, divine masculine, divine feminine. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the solar system. So I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the galaxies. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, gods and goddesses that flow through me as me, for us to have a communication through your mind's eye to see. So, okay. Greetings, everyone. Hello. Hey, y'all. So let's see, what's that energy about? Source, what was that about? Let's flow. What was that about? What is the energy in the collective right now that was necessary? What's up? What's up, Source? Talk to me, baby. Vesta. You saw that deep breath I just took. This is about the goddess within, your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. There's moments where being honest with yourself means being quiet because it shows the level of wisdom that you've had or have gained or have because of the challenges you've experienced. Vesta, the goddess within, your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. Let's get a little bit more because some of you may want to know. I will give it to you from the text. Okay. Vesta's energy. Welcome, y'all. I'm cosmically nosy. Cosmically nosy. So I want to know what planetary hour it is. Just moon. Okay. 8:09 my time. 8:10 it'll be Saturn. Okay. Yes, the light dimmed so the image could glow. That's over here on YouTube, y'all. Welcome everyone. Let me put this to our chat. This is collective, predominantly those of you who are here right now, and anyone who will be drawn to this message, right? So, Vesta, where you at though? Is it in alphabetical? It sure is. Here we go. Vesta. All right, ready for this? The current energy, okay, is focused on the part of you that is represented by Vesta. On the card, you see a goddess within a representation of the sun in a stained glass window. The sun is the spiritual center of our solar system, and Vesta represents the spiritual center of you. The sun is the spiritual center of our solar system, and it says here, Vesta, you're the goddess within, your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. Here it says, the sun is the spiritual center of our solar system. Vesta is the sacred spiritual center of you. You want to know what that energy is like when it comes to your sacred spiritual center? Well, and there's the natal chart and it says Vesta. The info's there. You just got to allow yourself to step away from these dogmatic beliefs that doesn't allow you to use these tools, these sacred, divine, or divination tools. We all have a choice from the moment that we're knowledgeable of something, what we do with it. Fear is a very strong entity, though. It'll cause you to procrastinate. I get it. But you do have this available to you. Okay? You do have the energy of your sacred spiritual center available to you. This is part of those things when it comes to dogmatic beliefs that have you searching for this outside of you. That's the beauty in these obstacles and challenges, because it'll get you to connect to this, because there's a certain type of frequency that you have to connect to in order to be here, to get to understand, understand, and overstand what this energy means to you. based on your perception, feelings, and thoughts of your experiences, what it is that you're doing and who it is that you're being or becoming, and the way it affects the spiritual center or the center of you. Okay? So, continues to say, the sun is the spiritual center of our solar system, and Vesta represents the spiritual center of you, the fire of the divine within, and your perfect sacred spirit. The card suggests you should withdraw to the sanctity and specialness inside and caress your aloneness. For when an involvement with others has resulted in loss of connection to the soul's purpose, Vesta assists with reconnection. Now, sometimes Vesta assistance can also trigger some wounds when it comes to your sensuality, or prevents you from being sensual, whatever it may be. Okay? So, balance between inner strength and service to others is essential for a strong spiritual sense. I'm going to say that again. Balance between inner strength and service to others. Balance between inner strength and service to others. Balance between inner strength and service to others. 11:55. Y'all should all type that right now. Balance between inner strength and service to others is essential for a strong spiritual center. In quietness, you should give humble service to the domestic ritual that calms our human struggle. For Vesta awards dignity to cleaning routines. You may find yourself attracted to such gentle pursuits as meditation or yoga. Equally, you may find yourself revering earthly activities such as cleaning the windows. Some of you have to clean your windows, clean your mirrors. These simple acts are a homage to the beauty of material things. For in our Vesta moments, we can appreciate the molecular structure of a wooden floor, a fireplace, or any small things that we own. Because we own something, we exist. There is pride that can be found in perfecting what we possess. Because we own something, we exist. There is a pride that can be found in perfecting what we possess, a spiritual uplift at the center of earthly things that gives stability and reassurance. Vesta is unusual in that she represents both fire and earth, the point where order and chaos meet, the core of human experience. Her fire is about comfort and confidence, whilst her earth is dignified, quiet, and diligent. Take time out and be wholly and completely devoted to you. Treat your body as a temple and your home as the supporter of your earthly existence. Okay. Vesta. Let's see what moon energy is coming out, which the moon is connected to this collective subconscious. So this could be like the root point as to where everyone's energy, for those of you that are connecting to this live either here or IG. Let's see what the vibe is in terms of what's connecting you to your sacred spiritual center, or what's the fuel behind you connecting to your sacred spiritual center in quiet dignity. the core of your human experience. What is that? It's something spiritual. So it's something in the physical that you may have experienced that's not the easiest thing to go through the entire experience in the physical, where you have to bring in the 180 of the spiritual to bring it around full circle. Let's see. What's the message here? New moon in Sag. The way my shoulder just did that too, because Sag and new moon in Sag, full moon in Gemini. There's an opportunity approaching you. How'd I just, hold on. Hold your vision, fixed moon. You know that what you're experiencing is to evolve your connection to your sacred spiritual center. So you've been holding the vision. Sometimes you didn't even know how you were holding the vision. So there were moments where you felt lucky. But you didn't realize that, like we were saying before, if it's something that's extremely physical without putting in the spiritual aspect of it, it can really cause conflict instead of allowing the chaos to bring order. Get an Aquarius energy too. All fixed signs, you have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. The deeper you went into your core values, meditation and contemplation, which was talking about this Vesta energy to begin with. Let's see what we got going on, y'all. Welcome, my love. Let's see what we got here. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Full moon in Sag, which is an eclipse. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Well, the moon is in Sag right now. Here we go. The moon was in Sag. It's now in Capricorn. Okay. Give me a second. That lunar eclipse is on May 16th. And, okay. So, whoever's connected to this message, okay? Conclusions are within reach. And that's that full moon in Sag, which is a lunar eclipse on the 16th. Now that's the energy of divine timing, 7 of Pentacles, Saturn and Taurus. Conclusion is within reach, divine timing. Let me see something here. Let's see. Okay, y'all notice the energy that I'm in right now as I'm like feeling this out? That's something to take note of. That's something to take note of. When it comes to when something becomes clearer to you, if you ask yourself, when am I in this meditative state where I can really receive part of what is of the vision, the horsemen of the revelation, fixed signs? Oh, dear vision. Don't let pride get in the way. You see, let me go back to Vesta right quick. Balance between inner strength and service to others is essential for strong spiritual center. There is a pride that can be found in perfecting what we possess, a spiritual uplift at the center of earthly things that gives stability and reassurance. These simple acts are homage to the beauty of material things. Simple acts. In quietness, you should give humble service to the domestic ritual that calms our human struggle. For Vesta awards dignity to cleaning routines. You may find yourself attracted to such gentle pursuits as meditation or yoga. Equally, you may find yourself revering earthly activities such as cleaning the windows. These simple acts are homage to the beauty of material things. For in our Vesta moments, we can appreciate the molecular structure of a wooden floor, a fireplace, or any small things that we own. Because we own something, we exist. Let's go to the Osho Zen Tarot deck. Welcome, love. Pisces and Capricorn, Sun in Pisces, Moon in Capricorn. Wow. Deep inner vision when it comes to limitations and fear. Deep inner vision or inner wisdom, insight when it comes to when it comes to limitations and fear. That can take you down a whole nother rabbit hole. See, here's the thing. I'm gonna start releasing the messages as I feel them, but not sure the depths of the type of or direction of healing y'all take when it comes to you going down that memory lane, even memories like they would say a past life regression. I guess you would say that, yeah. That's what it feels like. I don't know, that just came in like that. In order to move past the past life situations, there was a regression that had to happen to the very beginning, to the core of it all. Tell me more about Vesta here. We have another message about Vesta. The Magician comes out. Existence. With consciousness, which is the Ace of Swords, which is a clear way of thinking, strength in spite of adversity. Okay. Let's see what's the energy around it all. Go ahead. Speak to the collective source. The journey. The journey pops on out. What about it? You got the lantern pointing towards the cards that are about to come out. So, the journey, Dark Night of the Soul. Oh, remember what we just mentioned? Sun is in Pisces, Moon is in Capricorn. Pisces has a lot to do with that imagination, the fantasies, can also lead to illusions or delusions. But here we have the Moon in Capricorn, where it's now making your emotions connected to memories about limitations and fear a little bit more practical, like going within, deeply within, as to what may even cause the point of you even being in fear or feeling like you're not worthy of something. Making the cycle tougher for yourself than it has to be. Realizing that you're part of cosmic consciousness. Pause. Let's go to the star deck right quick. Let's go to the star deck lately. Welcome to the Academy of Magic. Empathic, starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Tell them that shit again. Tell us all that again. I'll show you in a minute. YouTube. Okay. So when it comes to this journey, it was all about you realizing what you were observing that was not yours. For some, there's difficulty in letting that go, depending on the type of boundaries you allow yourself to set now. Okay? If you're realizing that you're absorbing what's not yours, your next step in healing or removing certain energies is the moment that you can realize that this is what I'm absorbing, this is not mine. I have to disconnect. I have to put up these boundaries. And in watching how those around you respond to your boundaries should really help you to do what's next here. Slow down, spend time in nature, allowing things to unfold naturally. Allowing things to unfold naturally. Because there's not going to be too many instances where when you're releasing what's not yours and there was a comfort zone of giving you what wasn't yours, becomes a point where, you may have to surrender. You may not even know why you're surrendering in that moment. We have coming out here is not yet time. Welcome, baby. Happy belated birthday, honey. Marcel. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. Conclusions are within reach. I don't know what y'all got going on, but whoever this message is for, you don't look like what you've been through. The only person that knows that you're probably experiencing anything we just said is yourself. Thunderbolt. We go from the Magician straight to the Tower. No, to the Star. No, to the Tower. The Magician to the Tower. Why the Magician to the Tower? It was, okay, Queen of Wands. You step right into your purpose. You step right into your purpose doing something that was extremely uncomfortable. On one side, you had to see all of that wasn't yours, even if that meant the right support as to the journey that you were on. Okay. to see where for others time became an issue when it's one of the oldest crafts that we can use for alchemy, but it became a resource to someone, and it became an issue, a resource of an issue of a resource, time. But you had to go through the experience that you went through to have the awakening, to see what you were absorbing that wasn't yours, that one wasn't allowing you to see your fated destiny, and two, remove yourself completely from those things that don't allow you to connect to your spiritual center. If you were like on this journey on some like breaking generational curses left and right, you know what I mean? And you know this is you because you don't even express it so much because you're doing so much of the cleaning up of the battle or going through the battle that you don't have time to talk about it because you're actually doing the work. Let's see. Huh. Page of Cups, understanding. A whole nother level of understanding is coming out here when it comes to you sharing your love with others and what your definition of friends is too, because it says friendliness on this card, which is the Two of Cups, which is also Venus in Cancer, core values when it comes to your feelings and the boundaries that you set when it comes to core values about the way you feel about any area of your life. And are you surrounded, okay? Are you surrounded by those that keep you centered? Or does there have to be a change? Does there have to be a change that happens here in order for you to fully connect to all that you're made of? Because you're an extension of source here. This also feels like the full moon and Libra energy. With that being said, that would be Aries season. There's a level of understanding that's coming in because it seems like there's going to be a flip of a switch where now everybody connects to why they went through certain challenges on a deeper level. Even if you don't have this discussion with people, but the energy is available, it is there. So things are shifting where it seems like, people around you are becoming more understanding, but also remember that there's still a high level of manipulation around with this understanding. Because remember, the only one that's here to understand anyone is understanding of self. So you know what it is that you are magnetically attracting into your life. Yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, magnetically attracting into your life. Four of Wands. What are you participating in? Let's see. Participation. Venus. There's a lot of Venus energy coming out here. We got Venus in Cancer that we just spoke about not too long ago. Now we got Venus in Aries. So we have the way you feel and who you are right now, who you consider yourself to be when you say I am, and what you put there after, and the way you feel about that is at the forefront. Who you are and the way you feel about that is at the forefront. Are you doing this for self? Are you doing this to please other people? Are you doing anything in your life to prove a point to anybody? Or are you doing this because you genuinely, unconditionally love to do what you do? Age of knowing, y'all. Age of knowing. Awareness is sitting in my hands right now, which is the Chariot card. Awareness. Stepping out of the shadows. Stepping out of the shadows, but realizing that the shadows is also there playing its purpose, or, participating in the entire picture. Okay. It's like the inner child also has a rebirth, because once the core values switch, or go through this point of soul evolution, so does the inner child. It's like the child has a rebirth. When the inner child within you has a rebirth, you may even you're going to really decondition yourself from a lot of programming. You may even find yourself picking up different languages and faster than ever. You'd be surprised what's connected to what, you know. Although we're not here to be surprised, it's just more being more aware. Shit. What do we have here? We have moment to moment, being more aware. Okay, Jupiter and Capricorn, and abundance. Being more aware that we are in full control of our abundance. This is Capricorn and Taurus. These are, well, this is cardinal. Okay. Taking the lead when it comes to what you consider to be an abundant path. Taking the lead for what you consider to be an abundant path. Now, this could be something for you that changes your life around, that for somebody else may be mundane. Wait before you sit here and talk about what it is that you're doing. Okay? But do you. Do you. You're becoming more aware of what gives you stamina to keep going. That's a powerful place to be. Some people struggle to get to that point from going through a spiritual journey and healing. Listen, any of you who are just here watching tarot readings just so you can get clarity from anything, celebrate yourself because you're doing something to personally develop yourself. Granted, some of my messages sometimes I may come across, you know what I'm saying? But that's just, I'm not doing anything to anyone that my spirit isn't guiding me to do, for one, and what I haven't done to self. You know what I mean? So I get it. A lot of these changes and shifts that you're going through, they're not easy. And then the conditions that you may presently be in, or the environment that you're surrounded by, can, you know, add a little sauce to it. But that's just all it's doing. It's just adding some sauce to your experience. Let's get another astrology card. What else you want to talk to the collective about? A little sauce. Hey. We're not even an hour in. I'm loving this because I'm only going to be on for an hour. So for those of you who want your personal energy update, you know the vibes. All right, Vesta is first. What's first? Let's see what comes up after this. The 12th house. I mean, now y'all can see why my energy is the way it is. You got this one talking about sacred spiritual center, and this one is the unknown. It's like we're not even here. We're not even here. We're here, but we're not even here. Hi. 12th house, Pisces energy, Neptune. Some of you may have Vesta in the 12th house. I'm only smiling because I can only imagine what you experience in your life with Vesta in the 12th house. You're like the golden child, like the physical representation of the golden child. But nobody tells you, but everybody can physically see it. Everybody around you that's outside of the group that is part of your destiny to distract you or to create obstacles and challenge you will tell you everything in the book that is not. You get where I'm going with this. A lot's been hidden from you. A lot's been hidden from a person with Vesta in the 12th. I'm just going off of a vibe. Like, when it comes to you connecting to your sacred spiritual center, it always has to be connected to something higher than you. Always. Now, some people can, have structure and discipline to connect to that. There may be a time where there's an experience that distracts you and makes you want to get out of that structure. But some people, what they call type A people, that can do something the same way the entire time, or this is a vibe from like the time that you're born. Like we was just saying, like it's been a struggle when it came to understanding. Then you met me who told you understanding is only for you. No one's here to understand you. No one's here to understand you. You put yourself in this hamster wheel, getting people to understand you. They didn't go through the experiences that you went through. They don't read what you read. They don't eat what you eat, and they damn sure don't shit when you shit. So, I mean, interesting. You know, a lot of relationship issues that later on down the line lead to ancestral wounding. It's all this. It always comes back to love. I don't care how anybody want to twist it. It always comes right back to love. Somebody didn't have the love. Somebody was rejected by it. Somebody had it, but then lost. Like, but then now, what's creating those beliefs is the dogmatic beliefs that those that are in power are imposing on the collective. Now, things have to be hidden. But no one is speaking of what actually happens to those who have to hide certain things. Yeah, it's talked about, but it's not really talked about. And I'm not saying for it to be understood. It's just like there's going to be different levels of intensity when it comes to someone experiencing something simple. You know what I mean? So that should help you to see what I mean when I'm saying no one's here to understand you. Everybody has a different level of intensity of the way they're receiving whatever it is that they're observing or experiencing until they go through their process as to how to handle it best from that higher self. You know what I mean? The eighth house. Shit, this is karma. See? And that seventh house. See? Those goes back to love. Seventh house, relationships. Some of you have, you're the generation of Pluto and Libra. You didn't grow up around the best relationships. You grew up around literally karmic ass relationships. And you're like the karmic seed and shit. Respectfully. Jupiter comes out. Okay. So your confidence, courage, self belief, and luck, and your sacred spiritual centers are the parts of you that these messages are connecting to. Jupiter and Vesta. Areas of your life have to do with karmic situations. These are lessons that you have gone through to get you to connect to your confidence, courage, and self belief. I almost feel like Get to the bottom of all of that so we don't have to come back around to that, because this new level of existence, as we got that card before, it doesn't fit any of that. The frequency of the existence that you're going to once you complete this cycle doesn't carry any of those dogmatic beliefs that you used to go by. So it's important to close out the cycles. Like, there's no finessing that you've handled a particular cycle in your life. Or if you are that seed that's supposed to, that embodies all of the ancestral karmic ties, or whatever the case may be, however people want to classify as something that is holding on to them. If you're the one to do that, until you close out these cycles, you'll keep repeating the same thing. But know that you got the strength to do that, though. But don't take advantage of the strength and ability that you have by doing the same shit over and over again if you know it's not serving you. Because 8th and 12th house, Scorpio, Pisces, 7th house, a lot of, when it comes to partnerships, if it's not in balance to the I am and the collective knowing that you are gods and goddesses, that's the message I'm getting right now. Okay. That's why some of these partnerships or relationships are shifting the way that they are, because it's not something that is of source. That's not something that is of the divine. And it's time to bring harmony into connections like that. If it's not a connection that's of harmony and playing that role of an intimate connection, the universe ain't got time for that. Aries energy comes out next. And this is the only sign that we have out. 'Tis the season. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading impulsive action is likely. All right, let's get a Moonology Oracle card to go with that. What is the collective subconscious energy as it relates to this Aries energy? Could be the new moon in Aries, time to take action. Look at the bigger picture comes out again. Time to take action. Don't do anything that'll have you, starting from ground zero again. Bring love into the situation. Don't do anything that will have you repeating the cycle. Let's see. Emotions are running high. You have nothing will come of this situation. Nothing will come of this situation. Look at the bigger picture. Yeah, this is breaking some strong ties here. These are those ties that just be popping up out the blue. Like, where you come from? Balance spirituality and practicality. It literally puts you through a rebirth. There you go, that Pisces energy. It forces you to forgive. Shit. Have faith in your dreams. Whatever this is forces you to forgive. Because when a situation gets to that point where you ain't got no choice but to forgive everybody, because you realize holding on to that ain't doing nothing but tearing you up now. Yeah. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. So we got new moon in Gemini. Okay. And full moon in Sag. And I pause like that because that's a point of completion. That's the point of balance that we're looking at here. So the way you communicate the truths that you've been seeking, this could also feel like let go of past potentials. Stop talking about what you've done in the past. What are you doing now? that type of vibes. So, what are you doing now? Who are you now? Who are you now? I don't know. Let's see. I'm asking about the energy surrounding this completion between the Gemini and Sag, which has to do with air and fire, the masculine, Aries, masculine, Knight of Wands energy coming in. And we got the third chakra. Ambitious to heal a broken heart. Ambitious to heal a broken heart. Ambitious to heal a broken heart. Tell me more about that. This could also be your spirit guides that are helping you connect to your sacred spiritual center to be ambitious to close out these cycles. What we got? Ooh. Magician and the Mirror. Man holding the coin, 4353. The Emperor and the Hierophant, 33. This is a ascended master. You're an ascended master. That just hit my chest a whole nother way. Whoever this is an ascended master of the age of Aquarius. 945, 33, 99, 33, 99, 33, 39, 39, 12, 12, 11, 12, 22, 11. 933, 393, 33, 9, 33, 45. Let me see what's up. Let me look at the gematria. Where are we? We're in Saturn's hour. Gematria. Nine 33. Who are you? (9933) Gematria. I write these words as an individual with one love for all, as a father of many children, of differing perspectives to raise their understanding from fighting to sharing. Give me a second. 11:11. How long will you lie down, O lazy one? When will you arise from your sleep and learn self-discipline? Jennifer. Let's see. (943) is a man holding a coin. Holy Spirit of God. So we got Tiffany, Jennifer, and we have Blue Coat, Paul McCartney, the Wally rhythm. For some of you, the Wally rhythm may be significant. When was that? Was that 2002? 2003? Sacred Feminine, Mary Magdalene. Saving Grace, 943. Pi, 3.14. It says Shaka Zulu. Lord is my shepherd, Psalm 23. Okay. Hermit mode. That reminds me of that last reading live that we did with suffering in silence, but it was all part of the universal plan. The Magician and the Mirror. You're learning a whole new craft here. King of Pentacles could be King of Pentacles or Knight of Pentacles, man holding a coin. It could be a Virgo, it could be Capricorn. It could be Taurus, Capricorn could be significant for some. Now, Magician and the Mirror. It almost feels like the connection that you have with someone post-traumatic experiences, that it seems like if they were the Hierophant, they would give you that other key. So Taurus season could be significant, or the new moon in Taurus, which is an eclipse. You're going to become wiser. The energy surrounding you is going to influence you to make wiser decisions. Some of you may take action on something by the new moon that you decide that you want to do, but you may take action on it at the end of April. That's just coming in here too. We have the Waiting Game coming out here. What is this about? Foundations and achievements. Waiting Game is connected to Two of Wands or Mars and Aries. Let me see. The use and action of your will, the will that Source is talking about at the moment, the use and action of your intuition and choosing wisely. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's get some more about this now. Choose wisely. Foundations and achievements. We got 22-7 out here as well. Give me a second. Let me fill this out and see where we should go next to. Because choose wisely is coming up under the Magician and the Mirror. (432), man holding a coin and intuition. 432. There's something coming from above to this realm to assist you. It's been a waiting game though. It's been a very long waiting game for some 9+ years. Divine timing. Divine timing from its financial material changes. An accelerated motion here at the bottom of the deck. The foundations and achievements and balance peeking out. Balance, spirituality, and practicality is here. I just went like this, right? And the hand over here is catching my attention as I did that. It's like some of you have to learn how to, your financial material changes seems like it depends on this. Like, hold on, wait a minute. It depends on that. Wait a minute. It depends on the wait a minute. We got conflict and defeat peeking out here with the Nine of Pentacles, which is connected to Venus and Virgo. So you got Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, conflict and defeat. Yeah. This is basically like trusting your intuition when it comes to where you may be taken advantage of, because people know your power, but do you fully know who you are? Okay. 5599, 22-7. And 9 is coming across again, 929. This is something you've been stuck on, it seems like. Certain partnerships that you're still stuck on that blocks your intuition for some of you, but there has to be a karmic lesson that shows that to you. You can't just hear it. The human being has to experience what certain wisdom statements are before they can actually apply it. It's like the lack of belief type of thing. Because we want to give ourselves reasons. Clarify this here. Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Yeah. This is having conversations that steps you out of, those moments where people don't appreciate you. You know who you are. You know how abundant you are, how abundant you can be by yourself. But you had to go through an experience to fully get that. And once you do, this is when you feel that the only one that should be understanding you is yourself. So that way you don't put yourself in position overstepping your own boundaries. Ain't no need for that. Answering the call of your higher self. This is coming out again as the first card when using this deck. Wow. With the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, there's a lot of revealing that's happening to you here. It seems like you got the High Priestess in the middle of the spread too. For some of you, the High Priestess is showing you that your financial material changes are going to come from the moment that you realize who you are. Others of you, the moment that you clear out this gunk from your heart space is going to connect you to your material harvest. The moment that you disconnect from the conflict and defeat from something that you've been stuck on that you already know, but there is a waiting game to respond accordingly. This is what this judgment is all about. Aries energy, time to take action. Everything has been already revealed to you. Because the full moon in Aries, okay, when the fiery climax approaches, you want to enjoy that. You don't want to be having yourself in some nonsense around that time. Full moon in Aries will be Libra season. Allowing yourself to nurture your life force. If you had your life force in your hand, everything that was of you that allows you to have a human experience, what would you do? What would you do? Yeah. What would you do? That's what that judgment card is saying. What would you do? Some of you look like you answering that call, have answered that call. This is why things are being tempered. Or after this, you'll find that things are going to, smooth out for you just a bit, so that way you're able to keep working even if things aren't as comfortable as you may want them to be. But you have this connection to enthusiasm now when it comes to now, you stepping up to what you want to do. Approaching that new dawn that's over here. Allowing your spirit guides that dwell within you. But there may be times in the shadow phase that they step outside of you. And these could be the moments where you ask yourself, when is this going to end? But that could also be your shadow doing its job. The shadow may not see itself as the ego, as something that is hurting you. It could be sitting here thinking that it's loving up on you, carrying you through these trying moments, trials and errors, trying moments, those moments of insulting yourself to actually doing. Dogmatic beliefs, even when it comes to certain words. High priest is still at the bottom. Boundaries. 7 of Wands. Why is this out here? 6 of Pentacles. Go where you're celebrated and appreciated, not tolerated. Yeah. Okay. Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, not conforming to the way you're being told to calm. It's like somebody's telling somebody calm down. Remember when I said there's different intensities to what people feel, but until you realize the level of intensity something is affecting you, you can come across as somebody that's irrational, You got 10 of Swords, 2 of Swords, and Page of Cups coming out here. This looked like an entire no, okay? From a possible offer that's coming in, this just looks like an entire no. Because you don't feel like it's gonna be, moving forward where you can be yourself. A person that's fiery yet grounded can have a lot of mood shifts. But this is why, it's like a certain type of vibe, but you got to know where your tribe is. You'll figure out more about yourself, that those that you consider your tribe, is it your actual tribe from the work that you've done, the shadow work that you've done, or is this your tribe that you're connected to from the space that you evolved from? Okay. And always do inventory of those around you when you go through these cycles and these shifts, because that can have you repeating the cycle too. That's where that right of detachment come in, like Incredible Hulk. Doesn't mean you won't reconnect later on, though. If you should reconnect later on with something that you've disconnected from, then it obviously has a purpose for it. Whether if it's for you to relearn a lesson or for you to enjoy your life on a new level of a lesson you evolved from. It's basically like, don't accept anything that takes you out of your unique self-expression. Don't settle for anything that takes you out or away from you expressing yourself whenever you want to, how you want to, the way you're guided to whenever you do, Because you have people sometimes that are interested in you at the beginning until they realize that this shit ain't for show. Okay? And you get to see the difference between those who are interested in you and committed to you. Check to see who is interested in you and see who's committed to you. And surrender the difficulties of what you see when you do that. Let's really get to the bottom of this shit. Like, I don't even want to keep saying the same messages over and over sometimes. But I mean, that's one way to learn or to remember is through repetition, right? But come on now. I mean, door to value. Can we walk through this door to value, y'all? Can we get to the money? Can we get to the bag? Can we get to the resources of that? Can we get to the door of value? Whatever that is, it don't gotta be money. What do you value? Can we walk through the door of value? Do you know what that is to walk through the door of value? Think about that. Just imagine that for a little bit. Everything that you value, you're about to walk through the door, and everything that you value is there. That's bliss. You're not missing anything. You're not thinking about what you don't have. You're focused on getting more, possibly. Or just enjoying yourself, like old boy right here. Or just enjoying yourself. It's so quiet. Ain't got no music on. I'm chilling though. I'm just channeling for y'all, honey. What's this? This right here. Where these cards go, man. All right, let's get a star seed oracle card. Why I say it like that though? Let's get a star seed oracle. I'm so excited to get you a star seed oracle card. Star seed oracle card. Another star seed oracle. Let's go to the Astros first. You ready to walk through that door? Ashe. Let's walk through it now. Let's walk through the door to value. Tina says she ready to walk through that door. Let's walk through it. Come on, let's go. We out. We out. Let's go. Let's walk through the door to value. So walk us through the door to value, source. Walk the collective through the door to value. This is a collective energy, right? So this is where y'all start exchanging y'all energies in terms of uplifting, empowering each other. Like, yo, this is a collective message. Like, y'all like a team whenever y'all hop into these lives. Honestly, it's like a team. You know what I mean? Wow. This don't stop coming out. Saturn. Some of you may have this as a ruling planet. It's pouring right now. The part of you that accepts challenges and accepts challenge to gain wisdom. Okay. The part of you that accepts challenges to gain wisdom. Hold on, let me fill this out. And Uranus is at the bottom of the deck. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening, and the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom, is also your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. It's also the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. It is your potential for sudden change. Potential is new moon energy, Aries energy. Uranus could also be the Fool. It's a leap of faith that's being taken or asked by a source for you to take. Oh, some of you is door to romance. Some of you have to take the leap of walking through the door to romance. Some of you is first the value of what that is to you, really coming to terms completely of what that is. We have the thinking woman popping on out. She's thinking all right. And becoming wiser, that's for sure. Libra energy, Queen of Swords, which is also the Empress in terms of Venus. And we was getting Venus energy strongly before too, right? In the previous live, that was Mars, okay? Let me see, where's what, Venus and Mars what? Venus and Mars in Pisces on the 1st of April. Ooh. Some of you are closing out cycles to connect to love that you may not even see coming your way, or if you are in a connection, this will either, keeping it funky, either disconnect you from your current partner or enhance the connection that you have. Simple as that. Simple as that. Especially with this Uranus energy at the bottom. Yeah, you got Venus peeking up under that. Hey, listen, thinking woman. An indecision. What is this about, y'all? What is this about? And then some are new to karmic cycles. That's what was coming in. Some are new to karmic cycles. 4710. Some are new to karmic cycles. 1110. 111. 1110. Sun and Scorpio energy. 6 of Cups. Some are new to this karmic cycle. Someone from your past life is new. Someone from your past life completed an entire cycle, and they are here now, but they are here to enjoy life. Okay. They're here to enjoy life. Journey. This could be an energy with Venus in Aquarius. 5 of Swords. Or this is like something that had to be said that was left unsaid. Sacral chakra. Something that has to be said that was left unsaid, that Archangel Ariel is guiding you or assisting you with helping you to attain what it is that you want. But like how everything connects the dots. What's the Starseed Oracle message for this here? Everything connects the dots. 47, 10, 36. Double mission. Light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. And it literally just stopped itself. And then let me see. We the Hathors, birth as a portal. There's a rebirth of the inner child. I'm telling you, yo. This shit. Hi, my love. For some, right now, until another message that you connect to, Source is saying slow down. Slow down. There's something you have to look at, but you can only see it if you slow down. Become the eye of the storm. Whoa, that was magnet. There's a lot of magnetism to that. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Yeah, you're being pulled. If there's situations that's causing you to be overwhelmed, it's literally pulling you to rest. That's all. Whale and orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, dive in deep. Let's see. For some of you, love can't get in as deep as you wanted to because of mother wounds. Either your view of it or your experience with it, within it, of the view. Let's see. Because it went to We the Hathors. Whale and orca elders. Okay. The whale and orca elders are benevolent cosmic beings here to anchor a frequency of love onto the planet, to harmonize it with their song. As they weave around the oceans, they do so much more than any of us know. Their physical presence affects Earth's magnetic field, and their harmonics call us to wake up and remember our own soul song. Looking into the eye of a whale is something you never forget. Whales see into your very being, and in an instant, you're changed forever. That's the magician and a man holding a coin energy. Somebody comes back from the past. Somebody could have had a past life as a whale. That's more than likely why they got the wisdom that they have. All right, I see where these readings are going. They see beyond the physical, the woundings, the identity, the personality, the story. They see right into your soul. If you pull this card, you're being called to surrender to your deepest truth and share with potency, to bow to who you truly are, to stretch your heart wide enough to hold it all, to leave your fears, doubts, and baggage at the door, to question any part of you that doesn't feel good enough. The whale and orca elders want you to give others the privilege of seeing who you truly are, and for you to see the same in other beings, to drop your hangups and personality flaws and get busy revealing the unique note your soul came here to sing. Ain't no use of you and another person doing the same exact thing. It's a waste of energy. A waste of energy. Each one has their own unique gift to co-create and add to this co-creation of this universe. You know what I mean? We see identical twins that aren't exactly the same. They look exactly the same, but they're not completely the same. They're always going to have what they like to do separately, even if they do look the same. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to move differently. You may be interested or committed to the same aspects, but there is a certain way that you were designed to connect to information and give it your spin. You know what I mean? It says here the whale and orca elders want you to give others privilege of seeing who you truly are, and for you to see the same in other beings. Then it continues to say, allow the song that echoes in the four chambers of your heart to emanate in all four directions. Peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal to others your soul's true song, and endeavor to see the soul of those you meet. Peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal to others your soul's true song. Yeah. Until you peel back those layers of suffering and pain, that unconditional love becomes something that's limited to your experience, you know? How are you being called to share your soul's unique song? How are you being called to share your soul's unique song? Well, jump in. Andromedan energy adventure. Say yes to change. What is this change that's coming about for y'all here? Okay. Well, the houses will come through. Second house again. We got the second house here, Taurus energy, and then this, well, this would be more so what you want. The second house is connected to the I have, which would be the root chakra. Oh, yeah, I can see both cards here. But here we have the second chakra talking about I have. Your assets, finances, and the things that you value. Remember, we was talking about that door. There's a door where everything that you value is being offered to you. All you have to do is go through the challenges to gain the wisdom, which are the keys, or the Hierophant's energy, which means that source wants you to connect more to the spiritual aspect of the second house energy, which is the eighth house energy, which is working through fears or anything that limits you, Saturn's energy, okay, to bring it into balance. Jump into the eye of the storm. Jump into the eye of the storm here. That's how you complete this cycle. Jumping into the eye of the storm for some of you may have affected your finances, your assets, and the things that you value, but it was all for the better. It was all for the better. It was all for the better. This may have started to happen since October, new moon in Libra. It's all for the better. It says here to share the frequency of your soul. If you're at a high frequency and those around you are not at that frequency, where is the sharing happening? Not there. Okay. Then we have big picture thinking. How many times did y'all get this message tonight? It's the full moon in Sag card, which happens during Gemini season, so June. Big picture thinking. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Let me give you the energy about the full moon in Sag. Yes, that's in June, but some of you could be preparing for the next 3 months of something that you started new moon in Sag. Let's see, full moon and new moon in Sag would have been Sagittarius season. Full moon would bring it to June. And it says, are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over minute can be counterproductive. Or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count your blessings. Even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. Confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. Bring it right around, baby. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. It says, keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Attune to the moon. Take time out for a mini break or adventure. Additional meanings for looking at the bigger picture or full moon in Sag. A situation may have come around because you have been distracted. Okay, getting you to refocus on the bigger picture. Also, it's an additional meaning for this card is to be confident without being overconfident to win the day. All right. And then you have, for some of you, that's where your commitment could be tested. Full moon and Libra energy that's coming up during the Aries season. Win-win outcome is forecast without being overconfident, but be confident. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. Find the balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. And right now, okay, as we're saying all of this, you got the moon squaring Mercury, Neptune, and Jupiter, which is basically doing the complete opposite. That's going to help you to look at the bigger picture. Go with the ebb and flow. Go with the ebb and flow. Let's finish this off with big picture thinking from the Starseed Oracle. Let's see how this one finishes off. Because Pleiades energy, big picture thinking. Okay. 7. Visionary inspired ideas, which is the Ace of Wands, which goes back to Aries energy again. The Pleiadians are our cosmic cousins. They're here to remind us that it's never too late to learn new things and change the future. You're being called to be a visionary for the planet, to take a breath and shake off what you've been taught about the world and hold a new vision for humanity. You're likely a natural big picture thinker, here to generate ideas for the future, here to birth a new age and dream a new world into being. I like where this is going. I love it. The future, okay, will be woven by dream makers like you. And remember, you got that card already saying that it wasn't time yet. I don't know where we put it at, but you know. And it was basically the Aries energy, okay? So it says here, the future will be woven by dream makers like you, by those with enough courage to question the way things have been, okay, and envision new possibilities for the planet. Some of you may have Uranus in Sag, that's 81 to 88, 1981 to 88. After that would be Capricorn, 89. It's in there for about 7 years. So it says the world needs more artists, dreamers, inventors, and visionary thinkers. Perhaps you've had an idea recently that you're being called to usher in. If so, this card is your confirmation that it's divinely guided. The Pleiadians support us in this important stage in Earth's development. Hear that, collective? They want us to know that the decisions we make today will affect the well-being of our planet and all its species. They're calling on you to be a leader of the future, to hold a clear vision of what's possible, to trust that vision and follow it through with daily action, to dream a new world into being, to hold your mind open and not to worry about what others think, for it takes great courage to pave a new path, to trust the vision before it's a reality. Final message: how are you being called to step up and lead? What new ideas or creations are you being called to pursue? Because As Saturn has been stating, this is why. Okay? That part of you that accepts challenges to gain wisdom has been doing so. Where have you been called to step up to lead? Capricorn energy, Saturn's energy. Aries energy is also a cardinal sign. So where have you been called, collective, to take the lead? That's your message. Thank you all for being here. YouTube, later.